surprised you just not catching it.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll start the drive with a give to Wright. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Bucs at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, they run the option on second down. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Ziegler. This taken in by Kincaid. Finding room at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Ziegler. He's got White here. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ritter. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. That is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third and short. Ritter is and he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Escapes the defender, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown.
Desmond Ritter
Scoring on a 2-yard keeper.
And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one taken in by Otten.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Good little move. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First down, here's White. And some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Ziegler. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
The 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. White running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They work now on 2nd and 9. They run straight ahead here with White. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Ziegler setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now Spiller, the return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Working from the gun, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Able to slither by. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ziegler. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Offense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ritter off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Ritter to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, Ziegler. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 22-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Anthony Richardson, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 17-3, the final score.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ritter from the gun.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 28-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ritter here on 3rd and 2.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Going play action. Ritter.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Nolan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Robinson.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They start to drive with White. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ritter now.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Good Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Ziegler. Pressure comes and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Ziegler. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Ziegler.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And some room to roam now.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Running out of the gun with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
There he goes, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the 4th quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the bootleg. Ziegler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Ritter. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Nolan Smith
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Gibbs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ritter now on second down.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Ritter.
And that will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, a run from White. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First down, here's Ritter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
Ritter on first and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Ritter back to throw. checks this one down to Robinson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Ritter.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tampa Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face